Don't be afraid of the idea of making a consommé. It's really nothing more than a clarified stock or broth. I start with frothing up some egg whites, add some vegetable, carrot, onion, celery, tomato, thyme, some bay leaf. Just incorporate that a little bit. What happens with the egg whites is that they end up acting almost like a magnet, drawing all the sediment and impurity from the stock. We can take it a step further if we want to by adding some ground up beef or chicken, or if we're making a fish consommé, even a little bit of ground up fish or shellfish. This not only adds more flavor, but it really helps create a wonderful, clean consommé. As a final touch, we're going to add a splash of rice wine vinegar. This helps in the clarification process. It also adds a little acidic note, which is nice. I've got my stock at a simmer. I carefully spoon this in. And really, this is the only tricky part in the entire process of making the consommé. That is, stirring this mixture so that it doesn't cook on the sides of the bottom of the pan. That really means just staying with it for the next 8 or 10 minutes while this comes up to a simmer. Then I'm able to turn it down, carefully stirring it and allowing everything to coagulate, creating a sponge, or as it's sometimes called, a raft. Basically, it's a protein sponge. After about 8-10 minutes, I end up with the raft just beginning to form. It still needs to go. At this point, we don't want to stir it because we want to keep the raft intact. We don't want to break it up. And then after another 8 or so minutes, it's firm enough for me to take this off the heat and strain it. We're going to bring it over to the side. I'm going to use a double straining process where I'll take one strainer and place it right in the center of the raft very, very carefully. And then I'm able to spoon out this beautiful golden clear broth right through some cheesecloth, or muslin cloth as it's sometimes called, through a second strainer. The result is something that is simultaneously very light and delicate but explosive in flavor. I can serve this very simply as it is, maybe with some noodles flavored with soy sauce, maybe a few pieces of mushroom, or I love to actually use this as a cooking vehicle where I can take chicken or meat or fish, cook it in the liquid, and then serve the actual finished product in the liquid. Unbelievable combination of flavors. In this case, I'm going to make almost an evolved pot of food, if you will. So full of flavor, but so light and delicate.